a very prominent member of the UFC community, is Joseph Rogan, young Joe Rogan, young old Joe Rogan. Me and you have something in common. We've both been guests on the Joe Rogan podcast. I was on twice, but like pre-COVID and well pre-COVID. So not an Austin Joe COVID universe, Joe Rogan universe. We have both spoken out about Joe, and he knows a lot about the UFC, or knows more than I do about the UFC. I've been often asked if I would go back. I've said I wouldn't go back because I just feel like I don't think he's really a conversation. I don't think he's really a person who has conversations. Would you go back if you were asked?
Um, I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, this is another one of those things where it's like I am so disappointed in the way things have gone with him,
Hmm.
but at the same time, uh, I feel like I would like the opportunity to talk to him about it. I don't think I'll be granted that, you know? I'm not doing what Kyle Kalinske is doing, which is just, you know,
Burning him down at every
yeah,
opportunity.
I mean, just assassinating him every day.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't rule it out. I don't think it doesn't really matter because I don't think it's going to happen. But
yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
I think there's something to be said for someone being like, "What the fuck, dude?" You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think that's true, and I think you're probably a better "what the fuck, dude" person than I am. I just think I would be there and just be sad. Like I would just be looking at Jamie, like, Jamie, can you do anything over here? Jamie is Joe Rogan's producer slash sidekick, who is often the one who has to correct him on air when Joe says completely wrong-headed things. But not that he does it. Not that that's his main job. Not that he does it enough. But yeah, I just think that, like, and we talked about before we jumped on, how fun it is to see Marc Maron out here just sort of like deciding to, like, I'm retiring from WTF and now I'm the sheriff of comedy, is the way I put it. He's like,
I
he's
read your
like,
post.
in one of my most recent Substack posts, I compared him to Doc Holliday. Like, who's the best sheriff? The guy who actually was the best criminal. And I think Marc Maron, having been a stand-up comedian and having been through all parts of the industry, and having also been there when Rogan started, so he's seen the whole Rogan career because they both came out of Boston, is the perfect person to sort of be like, enough. That's enough.
You know what's so amazing to me is he crystallized some things that I kind of felt, but I didn't have a way of articulating.
Yeah.
Like in terms of what happens to comedy when the mean jocks start doing it versus
Yeah.
when the theater kids start doing it.
Yep. Yep.
And like what you get out of it. And then also now that, like, here's some of his points about like, okay, well, you guys advocated for something and it worked, and now still harping on it. What does that say about your skill level? What does that say about like what you're actually about? It's been so revealing and smart and trenchant, and I don't know. I feel like he has, like, you needed a hero to come out and be like, but somebody who understood the space,
Yeah.
somebody who's
Yes.
not a new entrant,
Yeah.
who is be like, there are new guys who are new, but they're still looking for exposure, and they're probably
Yeah.
going to play within the lines a little bit. Mark doesn't have any of those encumbrances, and he has, to your point. Dude, I was a teenager watching Mark Maron on Comedy Central, for crying out loud.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look at
Yeah.
me, now, like, and
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
like, just assassinating, and guys like Bill Hicks are dead, and guys like George Carlin are dead. It seems
Hmm.
to me he's about the closest that we got, and
Yeah.
I am so grateful that he's still so freaking sharp and able to make these criticisms in such in a way that, frankly, I don't know if anybody else can or has, really.
Well, I think the other, like you said, I think the thing that I've noticed too is that, one, nobody can accuse Maron of being a woke. Like, so it's not like Joe Rogan could be like Mark Maron is some woke comedian, because Mark's career has been a career of, like, he might be on the right side of political issue, but he's not woke. He's
Right.
got a lot of jokes that he looks back on and goes, and even his new special, he does a joke. I'm like, nobody can call that joke woke. Uh that, like, I think that it's just that he's done all the things. And then on top of that, I think the most glaring indictment that he's made, that is the most painful one for a comedian, is that if you're just another comedian making a anti-trans joke when everybody's doing that, now you're a hack.
Yeah.
You're not
Like,
even like, it's not even, it's
what
not
are we
even,
doing? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
why are we, you have beaten down marginalized people to the point where
yeah,
they're nearly invisible,
yeah,
and now what? Now where are we? We're here, you yelling at us about them
mhm,
still. Like,
yeah,
what does that say about your worldview? What does that you're poisoned by animus. You're not a
Mhm.
comedian. That you're using this vehicle as a way to spit venom at us, even after the point that your essentially your broader aims have been achieved. It is dispiriting, but I'm glad that somebody like Mark is able to crystallize these things, as I indicated, in a way that just seems like, oh, like I've had so many eureka moments recently listening to him about it.
So people are asking. I saw someone go, "Who is this guy? I need to follow him." I know they're talking about you. So this is
Yeah.
Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas, follow him. He's here on Substack. He joined recently. He's got a great channel. He talks about the UFC. He talks about politics. Talks about being a dad. I think we have that dad connection too. That
Yep.
that trying to raise daughters. We both got these young ladies running around our houses. So and please follow him. Good friend of mine. You can check out his work on YouTube, but you can also check it out here on Substack. He's on IG. Luke Thomas Gets Political. Luke Thomas News. He's in the book "Who Is Government?" that was partially written by me. I wrote about him in that book. A good guy fighting the good fight. A DC resident. Love your work. I will be watching on a late Saturday night after the fights to see who won and what happened. Um, so happy you joined me today. Related, Marc Maron's special Panic. Check that out on HBO Max. HBO Max. But also, everybody, give it up say thank you to Luke Thomas. Everybody, be polite. Like I say to my kids, say thank you, everybody.
Yeah, let me just say very quickly. I mean, well, thank you for having me on this. I really appreciate it. Anybody who wants to check me out, I do more than just MMA talk. If you're not interested in that, we do a lot of political stuff as well. And I just got to say, man, I feel like you're my big brother, dude. You've taken such good care of me. You've looked after me for so long. You've been you put your arm around me, metaphorically, and I can't say thank you enough. So, for anybody who's in my audience who's watching, go and subscribe to W. Kamau Bell's Who's With Me Substack, and you're still on tour, right? You have a few
I'm
dates left.
I'm still on tour. We're adding more dates. Actually, thank you for asking, my agent. October 3rd, I'll be in LA doing a special date at Largo. I'm Carmel, California, in my wife's stomping grounds, doing it September 20th. And then I'm in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Louisville, Kentucky, because I'm a real one. So I'll be those in November. I'll be in those places. So yeah, so please get your tickets, spread the word. Thank you for helping me do the thing I always forget to do, promoting my own dates. New York City, we'll be there eventually. We're trying to save New York for something special. But thank you, everybody. And I kept you here long, Luke. I really appreciate and I always enjoy talking to you.
Anytime, man. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Take care. And do what Luke says. Stand the fuck up.
Let's go.
Go. Let's go. Thanks, everybody.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Please consider giving this a thumbs up as well as liking it. And if you want more of my politics coverage, go to the link in the description box for my Substack. Yes, go to my Substack. We might put a QR code on the screen here as well. Tons of exclusives, interviews, chat functionality with a whole different community over there. Tons of fun stuff. Give it a look.